Shib, as usual, is the presentation was great and very lucid, and one really doesn't take too much effort to understand. Most of the time, his presentations at a glance, one can really, remember and try to keep the points in mind. And the good thing about him is that a voracious reader, and the good thing, he doesn't hoard the knowledge. If you are a friend of Shiv, you will get a book review every week, and it would be the latest book in the shelf. So being a friend of Shiv is, you tend to get a lot of knowledge. Well, Shiv did speak about the accessibility to the BOP. He did define the disruptive innovation. He did talk about what were the disruptive innovation of the past, and he did give examples of encyclopedia versus Wikipedia, floppy disk versus USB, film prints versus digital photography. He also did give that what would be the disruptive innovation in the future, where he did give examples of autonomous car or the driverless car, patient as a doctor, which was something, very, very interesting. And if one looks back that you really today, everyone has become a doctor, and if nothing that you do is you go to the Google and find out what it is, and it is the last resort that you visit a doctor. Internet of Things, and he says that everything will become sensor-based. Now, all your equipments, gadgets, and everything that the way you operate, it all becomes sensor-based. Use of assets, and he did give the example of Ola, and it's so very true. The way things are happening, that today it is very difficult. We talk about skills and talents, but to get a good driver is extremely difficult, and yes, with Ola and Uber, it would be really very difficult to do so. He also touched upon the implication of disruption, and we said that the life of companies will come to an end before they reach the teenager. CEO's tenure to reduce drastically. Privacy and security were two more areas that he touched upon. So that was, of course, he did summarize by saying that every business would be information business. Every business is will have a tech implication, and disruption will be the way of life. Thank you, Sif. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the summary of the presentation made by the three eminent speakers. And I would like to conclude this session by thanking the audience, thanking the speakers, and all of you to be so patient after the lunch session. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Nerulkar, President AIMA, to present mementos to the speakers, please.
Our sincere thanks to the esteemed panelists. Thank you, Mr. Nerulkar, for joining us on stage to present the mementos. Thank you, esteemed panelists. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, we conclude this session. But before you all move out, may I request you all to please remain with us inside the hall. I have a very important announcement to make. We have in the audience Mr. R.S. Shukla, he is an IFS from UP. He has lost his kit bag, the delegate kit bag. In that, he has some very, very important documents as well as the keys to his room in UP Bhavan. So we would request you all to please check your bags. If mistakenly your bag has been exchanged with his, please do check because those are very important documents for him and they cannot go missing. May I once again tell you all, Mr. R.S. Shukla has lost his keys. The bag also has his checkbook and some other very important documents. So if you could all please check your bags and make sure that you do not walk away with somebody else's bags. Thank you, and please join us for a tea and coffee break. And remember, we start our next session sharp at 4:15. We are expecting the Honorable Chief Minister, Delhi. So we would request you all to please join us back in time for the next session. Thank you.